Hello and welcome to Lesson 3. In Lesson 2 we dealt with salutations, so hi Simon. Now in this lesson we are going to deal with what comes next, explaining why we are writing. So let's get straight to it. The general rules are these. You've got to tell the reader why you're writing straight away. So hi Simon, I'm writing because. And it's got to be that quick. The worst thing in the world, as we'll talk about in a second, is if you waste the reader's time. Because not only are you wasting the reader's time, they might not read your email. They might just simply get on with something else. If you want to, you can go through the good health routine, and if it's appropriate to do so. So if you know the person well, you can say, how are you? I hope you're well. But whatever you do, keep it short. There's no point talking about holidays or children or going home or the weekend or anything like that. Just, how are you? I hope you're well. I am writing because. This is the second most important part of the email. The most important part is the subject line. We'll talk about that at the end of this course. But this is the second most important thing. It communicates to the reader directly why should they read this email. And why is that? Well, think about yourself as the reader. So someone sends you an email, and instead of getting to the point, they talk about the weekend, they talk about other things. You get frustrated. You're wasting your time. You want to know what's going on in this email. But you have to read all of this information which is irrelevant. Why would you make your reader do that? Treat your reader with respect and get straight to the point. And if you do that, you're much more likely to get a response, which is natural. If someone writes to you and they say, hi Simon, I'm writing because ... then straight away you're more likely to go, okay, I can deal with that, and respond to the person who wrote to you. Use polite, direct forms, but don't be afraid of using the same form over and over again. There is no real problem with this. So you can say, I am writing to, or I am writing in connection with, or I'm writing to reply to your email, or something like that. But I am writing, or I am responding. You don't need to think of many different verbs. Just go with the basic ones. I am writing, I am responding, I am replying, whatever it might be. So although the general rules are quite simple, and if you have a look at those polite direct forms, I am writing to, then this is just a continuous form, or I am writing in connection with plus noun, whatever that might be. These are simple language forms. You don't have to overcomplicate it. And the purpose of that is to explain why you are writing. And that is key. Because now we're going to have a look at some examples behind me. And I want you to think, are these good explanations of why you are writing? Have a look at them. Pause the video here. And then once you've decided if these are good explanations or bad explanations, then come back to this video and I'll talk you through them. Okay, so let's have a look at these one by one. Please send me the report ASAP. Is this a reason for writing? No, it's not. This is what we call a call to action. This is what you want to happen. This goes at the end of an email. This doesn't go at the beginning. So this is in the wrong place. You're not explaining what you want. You're just giving someone a demand. Not good. The next one. I was told by my boss that I should write to you. Well, yes, you're explaining why you're writing, but it doesn't sound very good to me if I'm reading this. It sounds as if the boss is making you write this email and that you don't want to write this email. If you want me to react positively to your email, then you've got to make that explanation a positive explanation, or at least neutral. I am writing because is positive or neutral. I am writing because I was told to write. This is a negative, this gives me a negative picture. So I'll put a cross there. You are being contacted because some invoices are missing. Okay. In this, I can see why the email is being written, but I don't know who is or who needs this, or who is writing it, or who is asking me to do something, because this is in the passive voice. So there is some information which is missing, and it doesn't have to be missing. So this is wrong, because I could say, I am writing to you because you haven't paid some invoices yet. Now I know a lot more. I know who is writing, and so it connects to me a lot more. This last example. Following our meeting yesterday, in which we talked about many different things connected with the project that we will do next month that will help both of our companies improve sales figures, I am writing to. No. Far too much information. We don't need background here. We just need to know why the person is writing. So sometimes, for example, at the beginning of your careers, young professionals always do this. They try to include far too much information. Keep it simple, keep it straight to the point, explain why you are writing. Leave the background for the part about information if it is important. Okay, so that's the second most important part of the email, explaining why you are writing. If you do that well, then straight away the reader is already thinking about how to react, and then you are already on the way to writing a successful email.